Aménam means well done, and Pono with full respect.
An enormous, gigantic piece of equipment.
This project is a succession of challenges.
That's going to improve our economy as well as even the well-being of Nigerians.
We are very proud of the safety results we had during construction.
We've never done anything either within my company or within Nigeria that's this big.
The experience that I'm gaining now actually is something that cannot be taken away from me.
It happens that our vision is coming to reality.
I am now opening the master valve.
Africa's oil giant, Nigeria, is the largest oil producer on the continent and the 7th largest among OPEC countries. With a production of 2 billion barrels per day, the oil industry is the backbone of the Nigerian economy. Operated by Total with its partners NNPC and ExxonMobil, the Aménam Kopono field is located 30 kilometers from the coast in water 40 meters deep. It's the largest conventional offshore development undertaken so far in the Gulf of Guinea. The Aménam Kopono complex consists of 2 wellhead platforms, a production utility platform devoted to oil production, a living quarters platform, and a gas flare, all connected to one another by bridges. A few kilometers away, an FSO stores the oil produced. In the project's second phase, a production utility platform devoted to gas production and a 3rd wellhead platform will be installed. The gas produced will be piped to the Bonny LNG plant for liquefaction. Safety, health, and environmental protection are strategic priorities for the group. And the zero accident target has been the main concern at all stages of the project. In line with Total's commitment to contribute to local economic development, all contractors were required to foster maximum Nigerian participation in carrying out their contracts. In particular, the 2 wellhead platforms, the bridges, and the flare tripods were built in Warri, providing over 1 million man-hours of work. In addition, a major training program geared to the transfer of technological know-how has been implemented.
We have a Pump B on duty.
So we are meant to pass through this process of training to enable us to operate it safely, accident-free.
As the construction is going on, we are watching the system, we are giving them feedback on our own observations, and we are trying to make things work well.
The involvement of Nigerians is our main concern. It is for me the best way for them to be trained and to participate in the development, to be ready for operation when we will put the first oil on.
Integrated into the project team from the early stages, the future operators gained hands-on experience and were soon fully operational offshore.
Confirm you want the SSV open.
We were all skeptical, when we are starting because most of us have not started a platform like this before. So it was a big challenge.
With zero flaring, the Aménam Kopono project is an environmental reference, providing a perfect example of hydrocarbon resources valorization, combined with reduction of greenhouse gas emissions. Looking ahead to 2008, when the Nigerian authorities will be ending all gas flaring, the gas produced on the field is re-injected into the reservoirs. From 2006 onwards, some of it will be piped to the Bonny LNG plant for liquefaction. Last but not least, the well-being of the local communities was one of the major concerns, and Total has implemented measures to ensure that the Aménam Kopono project has a positive socio-economic impact. A program of sustainable development has been worked out with the assistance of the non-governmental organization Pro Natura to provide long-term developmental activities for the area.
So people here are expecting to be given rather than do things themselves. We're trying to change that attitude. The process is to help the people to help themselves. They need to be able to manage their own development, to own their own development and to look after it. That's sustainability.
A succession of innovative concepts were implemented throughout the Aménam Kopono project. This started during exploration, when Total discovered that the main reservoir continued on to the next block, operated by ExxonMobil in partnership with NNPC. For the first time in Nigeria, the three parties decided to sign a unitization agreement to develop the field. And in 2000, the funding agreement meant the final go-ahead for the project. The FSO Unity was constructed in Korea. It was the first time in the world that a unit of that size had been built entirely onshore. The two half sections were constructed simultaneously and then skidded one against the other. Unity was then slid onto two cargo barges and launched by flooding them. In January 2003, the floating giant began its 100 days journey to Nigeria. Meanwhile, 7,000 kilometers away, the AMP-1 production platform was completed in Dubai and loaded onto its transportation vessel.
The most impressive thing is that it started from a very small beginning and gradually grew into what we see here today. It's amazing to see such a thing happen.
The masterpiece of the project then began its 45 days journey to Nigeria. In March 2003, the core element of the development scheme was installed. The AMP-1 floatover was a major achievement. The unit was the largest ever to be floated using this jacking method.
It's quite impressive. It's much more important than all the other facilities, all the other operation sites that we have here on site. It's really a change of dimension.
13th of July, 5 p.m., Wellhead 204 goes into production.
I am now opening the master valve.
The startup of crude production crowned the first phase of the project and demonstrated the quality of the work carried out. This is a major milestone in expanding the fruitful partnership between Total, the various contractors, and Nigeria's oil industry.
It makes us simply doubling our size, because we are talking about more than 600 million barrels of reserves.
With the successful first phase development of the Aménam Kopono project, Total has proved once again its expertise and ability to complete large-scale international projects on schedule, within budget, and with full respect for both man and nature. In addition to the numerous technical challenges and the excellent safety records, the greatest achievement throughout the Aménam Kopono project has been the teamwork, involving thousands of people around the world, that made this project a success.